Hi everyone, welcome to StunnerShare. Today we are going to see the Secret of Pivot Boss book reading continuation, chapter 10, and the topic we are going to discuss is about the golden pivot zone. Already 2 videos are uploaded for golden pivot zone. Kindly watch those videos to understand what is basically discussed in those 2 videos. Again, I am repeating, if you are new to this channel, I would request you to go through all the Secret of Pivot Boss book reading videos to understand what has been discussed and how to trade accordingly. So if you are able to understand all those concepts, then understanding golden pivot zone will not take a longer time. So watch those videos, understand that, and then come back to this particular golden pivot zone and watch the first 2 videos what has been uploaded under golden pivot zone, and then come to this particular topic where we'll be discussing about a last example which he has told, and also about developing indicators, and also about boss in action. So all these has been discussed in this particular topic. So watch the entire video completely to understand the concepts in depth. So you will be able to clearly identify what are the levels to watch out, what are the zones to watch out, how to take a trade, how to understand before taking a trade, and all those, etc. Let's move on to this video further. So now the last example which he is discussing about forex pair, and if you noticed, he has discussed about stocks, he has discussed about index, and he is now discussing about forex pairs, and he also discussed about commodities also, currencies also. So like currency in the sense forex pairs. So that means he is trying to explain that pivots is working in all the possible market instruments. So try to apply in whatever instruments you feel like, and see whether it is working or not. If it is working, then that is a good. If it is not working, try to understand why is it not working, and if it repeats the next time, then you have to be very cautious that when this sort of pattern is happening, then it is not working. So you can make a note of on all this. So in this USD pound pair, that is a bullish golden pivot zone. But here if you see, CPR is there and volume point of control is lying between the CPR. So that is called as a bullish golden pivot zone. So when the price opened above the CPR, but there is no pullback towards the CPR. So he was waiting for the opportunity for the price to return back to CPR or the golden pivot zone. So once the price returned back to the golden pivot zone, it formed a bullish extreme reversal setup. Once after forming the bullish extreme reversal setup, the price steadily started moving upside. So just because the golden pivot zone formed, you have to wait patiently for the pullback to happen, and if that pullback is happening, that will be the option, or that will be the better opportunity for us to go long or short based on the golden pivot zones formed. Clear? Now the last topic in this particular golden pivot zone is boss in action. So any topic he discusses, he will be finally ending up with boss in action. So here what does it mean? Like how he goes for a trade, how he understands a trade, how he made some profit in the trade, and what was his thought process whenever those particular trades are forming. All these will be discussed in boss in action. So in boss in action, what he is trying to say is like in Omni Trader professional platform, trading platform, he has written all the codes or all the possible indicators. So whenever screeners, so whenever any stocks or futures or anything, whenever it comes into this particular screener, it will give him a signal whether it has happened or not, and how to take a trade accordingly. So basically golden pivot zone means point of control should lie below the TC and point of control should lie above the BC. That is basically point of control should be between the CPR's range. If that is happening, then he will get automatically signals. Based on the signals, he will decide the trade, how to go on, how to move further. Okay. Now developing indicator is basically it means that for tomorrow, what is the expected behavior to happen. So if you see over here, this is the developing pivot zone formed. Okay, so this developing indicators reveal that it is a golden pivot zone. So what is expected is that the price has closed above this particular CPR. So that shows a bullish nature. And this also looks like a bullish golden pivot zone to happen. So if the price opens above the CPR, what should be your thought process? Your thought process should be that 595 to 597 should be the zone where a support activity can happen. Clear? And what is expected? This is what is expected. And what has happened? The price has opened here. The price is closed here. Okay, here this candle price is closed here. The next day the price opened above the CPR, price opened above the previous day's close. Everything is good. So this confirms a bullish nature. Now the price reversed back to CPR at the golden pivot zone, formed a wick reversal setup, and then started moving towards this next pivot, which is the target. Clear? So this is what has been explained with the concept of developing indicators. I was not able to explain the developing pivot indicators in our charts because I basically have Camarilla and CPR for developing, but I do not have volume point of control or money zones for developing indicators. So I was not able to help with you guys in this particular topic. So that is why I showed this pictures as example, and I showed you guys. Clear? So I hope this has been clearly explained. So this is what has been told based on the developing indicator. Based on the developing indicator, he was doing his homework. He understood that okay, there is a developing golden pivot zone forming. So tomorrow there will be a golden pivot zone happening. So if the price is opening above the CPR, that is a bullish acceptance, and if it comes towards the CPR, that is going to be the pullback opportunity. And if there is candlestick setup happening, then that is going to be the very good opportunity to go long. Clear? So he is always saying that preparedness for this trade gave him a successful outcome. So he wants you to be prepared for the trade. For the upcoming day, you have to do your homework, and before the market opens, you have to do the homework, and you have to be very optimistic and ensure that you will be following your trade plan. Okay, the pivots are giving you the leading information. So based on that, you need to develop your plan. And accordingly, based on the market open, you need to understand how the market will behave, and accordingly you need to take a trade. So these tools and techniques, whatever he has used in this book, it has given him vital success in trading and price forecasting. So I am also using the same concept. I'm trying to explain you guys what are the indicators used, what is that I'm using, how is it is working for me, whether it is working for me or not. All these has been explained. I was able to forecast the price based on the indicators which has been shared or which has been discussed in this video, or which has been showed in this particular topic. Clear? So this is all which I have right now in this video, and next topic we'll be seeing on multiple time frame hot zones. So before moving on to the next topic in chapter 10, watch all these videos, prepare yourself for any trades, do your homework before the market opens, and see how the market can react or can behave, so that you will be able to make some trades out of it. Clear? So that's it from my end. Hope I have given some good knowledge or information in this content. If you feel the content is really good, kindly give a like, share and subscribe, and also please post your queries in the comment section. Clear? Thanks a lot.